You're listening to Cards to the Moon, a podcast about trading cards from both a collector and investor perspective. We hope you'll stick around for the ride as we take a deep dive into the state of the hobby, share some hot takes, hopefully some useful advice, and fun stories along the way. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cards to the Moon. This is episode 340, and we are officially kicking off season 6 of this podcast today with a special guest who is also a good friend of mine. We know each other because we attend the same church, but over the past couple of years, we've been talking about podcasting in general, right? And we feel it's a great way to connect with the audience. But for the purpose of this show, that's really where our similarities end, right? Because my friend here, Dan Kang, he's not really a collector or even that knowledgeable about sports cards. So naturally, you might be, for our listeners, asking why is he even on this show, right? So I'm going to tell you 2 reasons. One, it's always hard to make content over the holidays because no one's available, right? And everyone's doing their own thing over the holidays. And I'm fortunate enough that Dan was willing and available to come onto the pod. And the second reason really is I thought it would be a great way to introduce someone to the hobby by asking them, what they think about this growing industry that we collectors love so much. Mm-hmm. And also I thought it would be fun to ask Dan at the end if he thinks this is something he could get into, or if he thinks this is all too weird and nerdy. Okay, so we'll see at the end. We'll see what his verdict is. But without further ado, Dan, welcome to Cards to the Moon.
Hey, Clark. Thanks for having me on. Good to be here.
I know, we talked about this and you're like, not apprehensive. You're willing to come on, but
no, not at all. Yeah.
You're just curious as to how this would turn out, right?
I wanna learn about this world.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know much.
Okay.
Don't really know why I'm here, but I'm ready to learn.
All right. Well, I mean, that's off the top. That's a great way to begin because tell our audience, a brief intro about yourself. First, tell us what things you are into, mm-hmm. like in terms of if you have any hobbies, or is there anything you naturally like doing, any sports or any entertainment?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Daniel. What do I like doing? I play a lot of video games.
Okay.
Or I used to. Less so now. I was a big gamer growing up. Other hobbies. I was really into sports. I played a lot of sports. Right now, it's mainly basketball. But I've done a lot of Muay Thai. I like martial arts as well. And my other hobbies include like cooking food.
Okay, nice.
Love food. Love cooking. And yeah, I mean, that's for the most part my interest, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good picture of who Dan is. Do you like sports at all?
Yes, I do. I don't watch as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But primarily I used to be really into basketball. And just like fighting sports, martial arts sports like MMA.
Okay.
UFC, boxing.
Okay. I mean, I asked because sports and sports cards obviously closely tied together. Mm-hmm. So people that do know a lot about sports generally can catch on quick about what sports cards are all about, right? Mm-hmm. But no, I know you're into basketball because we have a church basketball league that you go to every now and then. So I knew about that, but I didn't know about the combat sports. So that's pretty interesting. My next question is, mm-hmm. how would you describe or rate the extent of your knowledge about the sports card industry or even the TCG card industry? Okay,
so I should preface that when I was young, when I was a kid, I did have a collection of sports cards, mainly baseball cards.
Okay.
I don't remember how I got them. I think my mom somehow just got them and just kept them for me. But I had a whole bunch. But I was really, really into the base set of Pokemon cards when they first came out. Because I was watching, because Pokemon was my favorite cartoon when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And so I bought a crazy amount of cards. I had the full collection except for maybe Charizard and like maybe one or two others.
No way.
But I had the full collection in like a binder with everything. I would go to the comic book store that sold cards.
Yeah.
And I got the binders, I got the sleeves and everything. And I would spend all my money there. And I remember at one point, me and my neighbor We'd ride our bikes to the store, and one day I just like traded in all my games for all booster packs, and I had like a crazy collection. I had almost the whole base set. Yeah.
I mean, the next question is, what happened to it?
We moved a lot when we were young.
Oh no!
Like, I think we moved over 9 or 10 times when I was young, and so I think they just got lost eventually after all that moving. Damn. So,
I hate to tell you, but that could have been worth a small fortune.
I think so too. I had every single card and multiples of every card. So you kept in good condition too, because when I was a kid, I was a little like OCD with these, and I had like sleeves. I took really good care of them.
That's rare, because that's the thing. A lot of people collected Pokemon cards when they're young, especially any kid that grew up in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
But then the thing is, most people don't keep in good condition, but you did.
I kept them, yeah.
But yet I
stored them well.
But it's nowhere to be found.
Maybe I'll ask my mom. Maybe she might have seen it, but I'm 100% sure it's probably not. Like 99% sure.
Shoot. Okay, I won't belabor the point, but I don't know if you've heard, but 2025 was the year of the Pokemon. Yeah. The cards kind of the collectors were revitalized, and some of the values, like before we start recording, you saw my Jungle Pikachu first edition, and you were surprised that a PSA 10 was what, $600-700 US right now.
Very surprised.
Right?
I've had a lot of first edition cards, and a lot of them kept in the binder, from open. Yeah, I had a lot.
I'm glad to see you're not overly depressed about it.
I try not to think about it too much. There's nothing I can do about it at this point.
Right.
I do wish I had them. But on the note of me when I was younger, I was a huge card collector.
Were you?
Yeah, I collected every card, every show that I loved. Yeah. So Dragon Ball was another big show.
Okay.
I collected Dragon Ball Z card. I collected every single card. Magic cards was a big thing. I was really big into Magic cards as well. So when I was younger, I was super into trading card games. Yeah.
I'm just finding this out for the first time. So you were a big TCG guy. So that was your thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Was totally obsessed with it. Yeah.
Okay, so this, this might not be too hard of an episode, because we're going to go through some of the terms later on to see if you can figure out what they mean and what they are.
Okay.
But some of the news that's been out, I want to see if you find any of it surprising. So yeah, this is going to be a fun episode, and let's go on to our next segment, which I'm calling Fact or Fiction. All right, so we would normally have a segment called Hobby Headlines. All our loyal podcast listeners will know that we have hobby headlines every week. But for this episode, instead of discussing some of the main issues that are popping up or big announcements that come up in the hobby, what I'm gonna do for this segment is that I'm gonna give you some sports card or TCG card related headlines. Okay, and you tell me if it's fact or fiction. All right. So people will understand once we get going on this. So the first headline, or kind of the statement that I want to lead with, is the most expensive sports card sold as of today, as of this recording, was for nearly $13 million. And it was the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant dual autograph Logo Man patch card, owned by Kevin O'Leary, the star of Shark Tank. Do you think that's fact or fiction?
That's a lot of facts in one. I mean, when you sell it like that, it sounds believable. But it's also outrageous at the same time.
So you do think it's outrageous, the $13 million?
I think it's outrageous, but I also wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to say it's owned by Kevin O'Leary.
That's another factor you need to... Do you know Kevin O'Leary?
Yes. Okay. Shark Tank guy, yep.
Mr. Wonderful, yeah.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna say it's true.
Okay, you're saying true. Fact.
Yeah, fact.
That is correct. All the hobby listeners will know that is indeed a fact. Kevin O'Leary, the star of Shark Tank, he has two other partners, and they created this fund. I think they're calling it the Secure Fund, where they're just buying super high-end expensive cards, and the most expensive one is the one I just mentioned, the $13 million, and it's this dual auto. So you have to imagine Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them signed the same card, so they both held it at one point.
Yeah.
And the Logo Man patch, I don't know if you're familiar, but every NBA jersey has that Logo Man.
Okay.
So they have that patch inserted into the card as well. So you got 2 of those.
Oh.
So it's very lucrative.
Wow. Is this like a one-of-one type of?
I believe it is a one-on-one, yes, which makes it
wow.
that much more, valuable.
He paid that much money for this card, or that's just what it's worth now?
He paid that much, yeah. So, and he's saying he's holding for the long term. And he's bought, since then, that's made a lot of news, obviously, in the hobby world. But since then, he's bought other cards worth $1.7 million. I think the cheapest one that they got for the fund was like $700,000. So they're in the upper end of the hobby, okay? Not everyone collects that way, but he's got a lot of money. And he's doing it because he thinks it's a good way to diversify his assets. And so he's a really big believer. He's become a really big believer in the sports card industry.
Wow, did I know that?
There you go. So it's not just for the nerds. Other rich people are getting into the hobby as well. Mm-hmm. All right, next headline for you. In the US, right, on Netflix, a show about the sports card and TCG industry called King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch, is currently in the top 10 list of TV shows.
What's the name of the show?
King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch.
And it's the top 10 on Netflix?
In the US.
In the US? I'm going to say that's fact. I'm going to go fact.
Any reason why you're so... That was quick. Number 1, of course. You know what number 1 is on the list right now.
Demon Hunters?
No, that's a movie. I'm just talking TV shows.
TV shows?
A small show called Stranger Things. Number
Stranger
1.
Things, yeah.
Of course. But you're saying this King of Collectibles show is also in the top 10.
In the US.
In the US.
Is it? No. At this point, like, I could be totally wrong and not be surprised at the same time.
Yeah.
If it is right.
You can keep your original answer.
I'm going to say it's true.
Okay.
Let's say it's true.
You're keeping it?
Yeah.
You're right. 2 for 2. It's a fact. Number 9 in the US.
Yeah.
And in Canada, I checked this up because this is where we live in Canada. It's number 8 in Canada. 8
here and 9 in US?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. You know, I believe it because, like, I don't know. I was just remembering the show, like, Storage Wars.
Yeah.
That was a popular show.
Yeah.
And, like, they had a lot of the collectibles and stuff on that show, too.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know if those two thoughts are related, but that was kind of my thought pattern.
I mean, there's an audience for those kind of shows. So, yeah.
So I believe it. Okay, wow.
Well, King of Collectibles, why they call it the Golden Touch as the subtitle is there's a guy named Ken Golden.
Okay.
He's like the head guy, CEO of the Golden Auctions, which recently got bought out by eBay, right? Oh. So it's a big thing. His auction house, his online auction house, which he pretty much started, which actually really blew up during COVID. But his auction house is the ones that's selling $1 million cards, as well as like a few thousand too. So it's becoming.
Does he sell all collectibles or just cards specifically?
All collectibles. Good question. All collectibles, but mostly cards. Mostly sports cards. But now, of course, with the TCG cards blowing up, you're seeing a lot of Pokemon card listings as well.
But he does like any collectibles too, like maybe like figurines or something, or like
figurines, or like boxing gloves, or shoes. Yeah,
like anything. Right? Okay, cool. Yeah.
So it's kind of a show about the different things that's selling for how much, and there you have some celebrities on the show as well who are big time collectors. So it makes it for an interesting show, and it's actually this is the 3rd season of King of Collectibles, if you can believe it. So this is the 3rd year, and it's been getting renewed each year for the last 3 years. So
there's something to do with like collecting, right? Like people just love collecting things. Like there's something human about it, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Like Pinterest is like just a collection of things on your board that you want to just collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about it. Definitely.
And it's nostalgia. We've all done that as kids to a certain degree, right?
Like I collect things like in video games sometimes. Like I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I would just like go out and just collect like just things. It has no use to me. Yeah, it has no use to me. I'll never use it. But I just wanted it like in my like inventory, in my bank. I just wanted to collect it.
I think you might be right. There might be something innate about it.
Yeah. So is there one place where you could just get like the Amazon of collectible, like a marketplace?
eBay is probably number one right now. Yeah. eBay, huh? But there are like golden, it's a good question too. Different auction houses online that you could bid and buy collectibles. So there's Golden, there's Fanatics, which was the apparel company. They've branched out into collectible space too. So as the industry grows, you're seeing more platforms coming into the space, trying to become the dominant marketplace. But to your question, eBay's
the king.
The king, for sure.
Cool.
Funny enough, like I remember eBay being like, you look for junk. You know what I mean? Like used second, like Kijiji here or Craigslist,
like random items.
Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know how, but it became the number one trading or the preferred marketplace for cards collectors. And I don't know. Maybe it's because they just existed earlier than a lot of these other online platforms, but because the industry's grown so much, eBay has like done a lot to try to keep those customers.
Right.
Like they provide authenticity guarantees. So one of the scary things about shipping like $1,000 cards, you're like, if you're a buyer, you're like, is this a fake or is this real? So now eBay offers authenticity guarantee programs.
Wow, that's a really good service,
right? Because if you buy a lot of fakes, who's going to use that platform? You don't want to use.
It ruins it. Yeah. That's good. That's smart on them.
So as they grow, they know the value of what they have with trading cards on their platform.
That's good.
So eBay, number one. All right, number three. This is kind of connected to what we're talking about, the Netflix show, King of Collectibles, because one celebrity that's on it is Logan Paul. You're familiar with Logan Paul, the YouTuber?
Yep.
He's currently the owner of the most expensive Pokemon card ever valued, right? At $10 million. Is that fact or fiction? What do you think?
I feel like I did hear something about Logan Paul spending an absurd amount of money on a card. So I'm going to go with true.
Oh, the fact streak, eh? The true.
Yeah.
All the way? Okay. This is a hard one because everything is true except that last number. It's not 10 million. Let's not get too crazy, okay? But it is 5.3 million. So there's...
Trick question, but...
Yes, okay. Sorry. I had to kind of mix it up a little. It would become a little bit too easy. But yes, the $5.3 million card is the Pikachu Illustrator at a PSA 10, which is, I believe, a 1 of 1. Like, at that grade. There's obviously others printed, but it's apparently impossible to get in the perfect condition that Logan Paul has it in.
Wow. So Logan Paul he bought it for
5.3 million.
0.3 million.
Yeah. And I believe I didn't see the third season yet. This on my to-do list, but I think he just agreed with King Golden to put it up for auction in January or February of this coming year, 2026. So he's willing to sell it. Whether it goes for more than 5.3, I think it will, just because of the publicity and the marketing that King Golden is doing right now.
Wow.
But it could set a new record. So we'll see, right?
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're into wrestling, because Logan Paul's on WWE now.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So he did, this is the one that he carries in this, like, a gold chain.
He carries the card in his gold chain?
Yeah, like there's a card, like...
Wow.
And there's a Pikachu Illustrator around it, yeah. So he's wearing a $5.3 million, pretty much a necklace, right? So some people have a lot of money to spend.
Yeah. That's amazing.
All right. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Number 4, the 2025 Topps Chrome. So Topps Chrome is a brand in the trading card space. Okay. And they've come out with Topps Chrome Disney cards. That's another thing. Topps Chrome Baseball is obviously the staple. But they're branching off into different IPs.
Okay.
Topps Chrome Labubu. You're familiar with Labubu?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. I think it's a fad. I think people are thinking it's dying out. But there's a 2025 Topps Chrome Labubu set. And there's 22 of those cards are autographed by Kaising Lung, who was the artist who came up with Labubu, the character design. It's that card. One of those cards, numbered to 22, sold for $5,000. Fact or fiction?
I'm going to go with fact.
This all sounds believable to you?
Yes.
I thought some of them you'd be like, no, this is too crazy.
No, I believe it. I believe it. Labubus have really just gone crazy. Like there's a big wave of people.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna say true. I 5,000. Yeah. I mean, the way you're putting it all together, it just makes it sound very believable. Because it's almost like
it's those. You know what it is? It's those multiple test questions I hate. You know what I mean? When you read on, you're doing a test, you're like, this could be true.
Yeah.
But there's a trick to it, you know? Then
I'm gonna go with true with this one. This one feels true.
Keep rolling the true dice. It's fiction only because it's another trick one. It's sold for 3,500. So not quite.
Not 5,
yeah,
but
not
3,000.
quite. But
okay.
It is in that range. So
yeah.
That was sneaky of me, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the next sale does 5,000 because there is a limited edition. There's only 22 of them apparently. And whenever you do have like an artist sign the character, it's definitely has a premium to that.
Yeah. Yeah. In my mind, I got it right. I feel like I did.
All right. Last one for this segment. The sports card market is expected to be a $52 billion business within the next decade.
$52 billion in the next decade? The sports card business. So sports only.
Sports card only, yeah. Not like sports memorabilia. You were talking about that earlier.
Just the cards?
Just the cards,
52 billion?
Within the next decade.
And this includes like resales of like pre-owned cards and that sounds too much. No. That's fiction.
That's where you draw the line?
That's too much.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
That's a fact?
52 billion. If this data is right, in 2024, so just last year, it was a $15 billion business. So it's been booming ever since COVID, right? So that's how much it's growing now, or expected to grow. 52 billion the next, at least within 10 years. So
wow.
I just wanted to make a point that what I'm doing for podcasting is niche, but it's becoming less niche as more people get into it, as more people spend money into it. Is what the point I want to make.
Wow.
So that's incredible. Are surprised by that number, 52 billion. That's a lot of money though.
That's a huge sum of money. Yes.
Yeah, I think the sports memorabilia business is like triple billion, you know, like it's in that range. So I think it goes to what you were saying earlier, that people like to collect things. Yeah. You know, that has sentimental value or that has historic value, you know. And sports cards are just a segment of that, but it is a growing segment within the memorabilia space.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Incredible. That's incredible.
I think so too. All right. Hope you like that segment. It's kind of, I thought, tied really well what we normally do with hobby headlines and with you coming on as just to see what you thought was fact or fiction. So let's go on to our next segment, and I'm calling this Know Your Terms. All right. So
got this one.
I haven't even explained it, but for this next segment, I'm going to give you a set of words or phrases or that are commonly used in the hobby.
Okay.
And I want to know, as a non-collector currently, I know I've just learned you collected before, but as a non-collector now, I'm wondering what you think these terms mean, okay? Or what it stands for, all right? So these are commonly used terms. Anyone in the hobby right now will know right away, and I think a lot of us take it for granted. So for newcomers, this might be educational for you. First one, PSA.
I know this one. I don't know what it stands for, but it seems like the like governing body of grading the conditions of cards.
You got it.
That one I know.
It's not the governing body, but is it the dominant company that people submit their cards to get graded?
Okay.
And it stands for Professional Sports Authenticator.
Wow.
So non-collectors might think it's, public service announcement. PSA is usually
right.
But in the hobby world, Professional Sports Authenticator, and they are number one. And if you're not familiar right now, the controversy is they're buying a lot of these smaller grading companies, and essentially a lot of people are saying they're becoming this monopoly, right? There's another one called Beckett. I have a few Beckett slabs here, Beckett Grading Company. And recently, just a month ago or a few weeks ago, they made an offer to buy them out. And Beckett has been like the traditional king, but then it's like the blockbuster.
Right.
And the PSA is the Netflix that just
Right.
kind of just took over.
Okay.
Right. And now Netflix is kind of buying out this Blockbuster. That's the analogy. If they do, they'll effectively own about 80% of the market, which is what people don't like because, monopolies are one thing, and then, service might degrade, but we'll see. So anyway.
Yeah, they could, that's a lot of power for a grading company. Yeah, they can manipulate things. Maybe.
Even Dan knows that's what the implication. All right. Here's another term that we use quite a bit. Raw.
Raw?
When we say,
Can
a
you
raw
use it?
card.
A raw card. That is a card that one buys individually. Like it didn't come from a booster pack.
Oh, good guess. Good guess. It's not that, but it has something to do with grading in a way. It's a card that's not graded. And it's not slabbed like you see some of the ones on the
So it hasn't been
display.
graded. Oh, I see.
So it's raw out of a pack, but you haven't graded it. Yeah. So
Got it.
you saw my display there that I still need to hang up. Those are all raw cards because they're not graded by any company, right?
So when you grade it, you have to physically send it somewhere?
Yes. Yeah. Or there's a lot
That's risky. What if it's like $1 million card or something?
yeah. So for anything that's worth a lot,
Yeah.
there are a lot of local card shows with PSA setting up a booth there. Guess what? You drop them in person. Yeah. And you can ask for, now they're so backlogged. So for these cards, if I want to get graded that are worth $100 or $200, I'll submit it. I'll probably do the value level, which is like the cheapest. And they're so backlogged, you'll probably get them in 5 to 6 months.
Oh, wow.
So you got to wait that long. But if you go to a card show or if you go to any city that has a PSA office, you could drop it off and do their express service, which is less than 1 week. But those express services, I think, is like $5,000 per card. So that's the value, US. So you'll get it within a week, but you have to pay for it. And then I don't even want to get into the story, but there's something called upcharges too. So this is not part of this segment, but an upcharge is if you submit a card to PSA and just like just say a Pikachu card, that's a lot of the Pikachu cards raw could be worth like $5-10. But if it's a PSA 10, especially if it's hard to get a PSA 10 condition, some of those jump in value to $1,000, $2,000. So what PSA will do is upcharge you. So if they give you a 10, they're like, instead of the $40 you paid for to submit, you owe us about $300 more to get the card back because we increased the value of the card by giving it a PSA 10.
That sounds a little weird.
Exactly. This is exactly why I wanted to tell you. I wanted to get your thoughts on that because so many people hate the idea of upcharges, but
that's weird. I mean, I'm trying to be objective here. Okay. I understand where they're coming from, PSA, because they are giving you their grading, which pretty much the whole world uses as like the standard scale of where your card's worth.
It increases the value of the card.
It does increase the value, but it also just feels scummy at the same time.
Yeah,
like kind of greedy. So
I love it.
Yeah, I think.
I love that you're saying this. Yes.
Yeah, coming from someone who's not really in this world, an outsider, I would say that's a little scummy. Yeah, it's a little greedy, I think. But I understand where they're coming from. Yeah. They feel like the need, like, hey, we should get a bigger cut because we just increased the value of a card dramatically.
Yep,
I get it.
But I agree with you. No one likes it. It's because, the value can change at any time too, right?
Yeah.
So just say that Pikachu card is worth $2,000, so they charge you extra. But what happens if that Pikachu card drops in value because no one wants it?
Yeah.
And it comes down to $200 instead of $2,000. You're not going to get that money back that you were upcharged, right? Yeah. So, you take that risk, I guess.
That's scummy, I think. I feel like they could do a better job of figuring out a better business model in terms of they wanted to get compensated because they just increased the value, but I just feel like there's better ways to do it. I don't feel like that's not the best way.
And just kind of tying everything together, the BGS company, when you get a high grade and that increases the value, right? They don't upcharge. So there are sports grading company that don't upcharge. But now the concern is if PSA does go through with this purchase of BGS, what's to stop them from upcharging, any cards that are in the Beckett graded slabs?
Monopolies, man.
Monopolies, not great.
The greed follows.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm glad.
Question about PSA real quick,
Sure.
if we can.
Sure.
So is it just a person who's just trained in like the PSA guidelines and they just look at it by eye and they kind of just... So could there be like a little matter of like subjectivity in there?
Little? A lot. a lot of subjectivity.
Okay. Yeah, it seems
which is
like
another major... You're hitting on all the notes of what bothers collectors. The subjectivity of grading.
Yeah.
You know, like there are stories where people grade a card, they get a PSA 7, right? Or 8. And what some of them will do? They'll crack it out of that slab. There's ways to crack it out and then resubmit that same card. Guess what? It comes back a different grade. So that just tells you the subjectivity of some of the, this whole grading thing.
And this is like the standard that everyone uses too.
It has become the standard. For whatever reason, everyone loves PSA. And not for whatever reason, PSA gets you the most value if it's graded a 10, right? Not a BGS 9.5, not a CGC 10, not a SGC 10. These are all different grading companies. For whatever reason, we have all deemed as collectors, as the hobby, PSA is the king right now. And that's why we're submitting to PSA. So, okay. Like all things, if you want things to change, all of us as collectors, we got to submit not to PSA, and have them change their business model. But guess what? We still do. Yeah.
They're too big. I feel like, right?
They become too big.
They become too big.
And it's it's like Netflix. How did they become so big? They're buying Warner Brother Discovery, It just happens in a blink of an eye.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow.
All right. I love that discussion. Okay. Next term. Comp.
Comp?
Yeah. COMP. Comp. What's the comp on that card?
Comp. Sounds like a short word for composition, maybe. Comp? What is the comp of it? Can you use it in more sentences, please?
The last comp for that card was X.
The last comp for that card was X. The last...
And I just say X because that might give it away.
The last comp.
Okay, I'll tell you what the X is. The last comp for that card was X dollars.
Competitive price.
Right. Comparable relative price. Yes, it's short. Comparable recent sale, essentially.
Okay, so that was the most recent price of that card.
So on eBay, we were talking about this earlier, right? Most people buy and sell online if you're going to use online marketplace on eBay. And you can see the sales, right? You can see history? The last sales of this card
went for this much.
Exactly.
So that's like the kind of the...
So when you go to a card show, when you see one in person, you're like, oh, let me look on eBay what it sold for, what the comp was. So you don't buy for what more than what it's worth or less. And or even for sellers, they're like, oh, the last comp did this, so I'm offering this price for it.
So eBay is the kind of like the place to go to see what the current market price of these cards.
Yeah. You can look at other, like for rare cards, maybe it's not sold on like a one of one could go to one of the auction houses. So then you got to go to the auction house to see what it's sold for. But for like major base cards or like, cards that there are hundreds or thousands of, eBay gives you the best data for sure.
Okay, cool.
Comp. That's what comp is. You'll hear it a lot if you go to a show. All right. How about pop? What's the pop on that card?
What's the pop? What's the pop on that card? What is the pop? Hey man, what's the pop on this card? Let me tell you all about the pop. This pop here. The pop is...
I'll say it another way. What's the pop report?
Pop report.
For that card.
POP. Mm-hmm. Something to do with price? No? Pop. What's the pop?
It helps determine the price.
The popularity?
Close.
The pop. What's the pop? Can you give me more like maybe sentences? Drawing blanks.
The pop count is super high for that card.
I'm just going to like popularity count.
Yeah, okay. Go with that. What do you mean by popularity count? What would that...
Like how popular it is on Google searches or eBay searches or...
Wrong way. It's a tricky one. And everyone will. If you're a collector, you'll know what it is, obviously, and we take it for granted. But
yeah, keep giving me hints.
No, I feel like I gave you all the good hints already.
Can it be any more obvious?
I'll give you this one because we got a few more. But pop is short for population. So the population count of a card.
How many were like produced?
Produced, or it could be how many were graded. So the pop count of, there's speaking of Pokemon cards, I'll show you later. Upstairs we have the Van Gogh, where he's kind of in this Van Gogh, Pikachu Van Gogh hat. Okay. The pop count of that card in a PSA 10. So how many PSA 10s are there? Mm-hmm. It's like over 50,000, which is a lot, right? Produced, even more, obviously, right? But for some reason, that 50,000 pop count PSA 10 Van Gogh Pikachu card is currently worth about 2,000 US. And you know, supply and demand should dictate that the more supply there is, the less the price should be, right? Mm-hmm. Unless the demand is that high.
Yeah.
And it seems to be the case. I guess it's popular that way. So in a way, it is a popular card, but pop count refers to either the number of cards produced or usually the number of cards graded for a certain grade. Yeah, okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, whatever
pop count. Got it.
There you go. So pop count will dictate usually how much the value of the card is. If the pop count's super high, it's not going to be worth that much, obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sticker auto.
Sticker auto. Sticker auto. Sticker auto.
Some people hate sticker autos.
How would you use this in a sentence?
Is that a sticker auto on the card or on-card auto?
The sticker auto on the card or
on-card auto?
Okay, so there's a sticker, maybe like a logo on cards, and an auto sticker is maybe like not authentic, or maybe on-card autograph.
Yeah.
Maybe the autograph was printed versus the actual person signing it. No.
It's you're on the right track, but auto means autograph, so that's a big clue.
Sticker auto and on-card auto. Sticker auto. On-card auto. I have no idea.
Well, you got half of it right. Auto is short form for autograph, so it has something to do with autograph cards.
Autograph. Auto.
On-card autograph is when some of the cards you saw on my shelf there. Those are on-card autographs, on-card autos, because the player actually picked up the card and signed the card on card.
Got it.
Sticker auto is what sometimes trading card companies will do, is give them a 100 or 1,000 stickers where they sign the autos on each sticker, and then guess what they do? They peel it and then put it on the card.
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, they do.
Oh wow!
And sometimes there's a huge difference in value. Like no one likes sticker autos because they could just stick it on anything, any art, any photograph on the card, so it's less valuable usually, right? And the on-card autos are usually the ones most people go for.
I see.
So sticker auto,
on-card auto.
So when you look on eBay, if you're looking for a card and there's an autograph, make sure is that a sticker auto. Usually on the sticker you'll see like a slight reflection that says like top certified autograph, like right on the sticker. Okay. And if it's on card, you'll see that on the card itself.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticker auto, on card auto. Got it.
There you go. All right.
Learning.
I got one more term and one more phrase. Okay.
Okay.
Parallel. What does parallel mean in the hobby?
In a sentence, please.
How many parallels does that card have? Or I like the look of the orange parallel.
It's the same card, but maybe they made different variants of it.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah,
that's a good reasoning. Yeah.
Okay.
So some of these cards, and some of them are in baseball, they're called refractors.
Okay.
Because refractors is another term altogether. Actually, it's like it's more what you're looking at right now. It's like more of a foil refractor, but refractors are like it's an extra shine on the card, right?
Okay.
So then there's orange refractors or orange parallels, which is what it sounds like, an orange shine on the card. Red, there's blue, there's gold, right? And it's the same image on the card, but the different variants, the different colors, the parallels, usually dictate how much of each there are. So gold for baseball, gold parallel or gold refractors, there's only 50 of them. It's usually a standard 50. A blue, 150. Purple, 250. So red, 5. So yeah, and then there's something called a superfractor for baseball card collectors, which is I have one up there. It's a 1 of 1, only one in the world.
And you have it.
I have that. Yeah, people will know Bobby Witt home field advantage superfractor.
Okay.
But there's a red. I think no. There's actually for that set. There's only a superfractor or the base, which is not numbered. But you'll see like the red refractor, the Blue Jay, my V friends there, the Toronto St. Louis card. That's a red refractor. There's only 5 of those
in the world. And you have one of them.
I have one of the 5, yes, because it's a red one. Yeah. But there's there could be an orange version or gold version. Gold version, again, I said is numbered to 50. So yeah, different parallels means how many of each of that color exist.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
And usually the lower number, like red, will be worth a lot more because there's only 5 of them.
Yeah.
And orange is 25 in most cases. But sometimes, occasionally, golds will do more than even orange. It's rare, but some people just like gold better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Although there's 50 of them, right? Yeah. So there's always exceptions, but usually the lower the number, the more valuable it is.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I didn't do too bad, did I?
You did pretty well. Oh. Yeah, you did pretty well. And you were able to reason at least with some of them to come close to guessing what the other ones were. But
awesome.
Kudos to you.
Awesome.
All right, last one. There's this phrase we happen to say a lot. Buy the card, not the grade. What does that mean?
If there's a card that I like, but let's say I got a bad grade because it's subjective, because they have a monopoly, it's unfair, and we're at the whim of their grading.
Okay, yeah.
That, you know what, maybe it's still worth that value, Yeah,
I think that's partially right.
That the grading shouldn't supersede, at least not too much, over the card itself.
There you go. I'll give that to you. That's bonus points there. Yeah. I think some people buy the grade and not the card, right? Which is like some people are like, oh, I want the PSA 10. That's the best condition. But if I gave you this option, I wonder what you would do, okay? We were just talking about parallels, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a gold parallel, but it's a PSA 9, okay? That's still a good condition, mint condition, right? But there's a blue parallel of the same card, numbered to 150. So there's more of them, but it's a PSA 10. Okay? So if they cost the same, what would you buy?
If they cost the same?
PSA.
I'm going with the red one.
No. Gold. I'll give you this.
Or the
gold or the blue in this scenario.
So gold is how many?
Numbered to 50. So there's only 50.
50, okay.
But it's a PSA 9. So it's not, the condition is not the best.
And the blue?
PSA 10, numbered to 150.
150. So it's
higher pop count. Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah.
I feel like the scarcity is a really big consideration for sure.
So you go for the gold.
If they're similar in condition, if they're very similar, then yeah, I would definitely take
PSA 9. How about this is PSA 7? So it's like near mint. It's not as great. And the blue is PSA 10. Do you know what I mean? Like now it gets trickier, right?
Now it gets trickier because the condition is visibly like worse. It's noticeably worse.
There might be like a little scratch on the back, PSA 7.
So I feel like at that point it just comes down to, I don't know. But I feel like it would be, that obviously like evens the playing field a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Maybe at that point it's just preference of what color you want.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
At that point.
I mean, I would still go for the rarity, the number.
I think so too. I think the rarity is a really big deal.
Yeah. So you and I are on the same page, but there are a lot of people that are just PSA 10 snobs, right? So they just want to buy the PSA 10s, even if it's there's more of that parallel, but just because it's a PSA, and sometimes it's valued even more. Like people will buy the PSA 10 blue over the PSA 7 or 8 gold because the blue is a PSA 10. They're willing to pay the $3,000, let's just say, over the 2,000 PSA 7 gold. You know what I mean?
I feel like this is all like one big. This is all PSA's fault. Really.
You've heard it here. I didn't have to turn Dan or pressure him into going against PSA.
No, we never talked about PSA prior to this.
Yeah.
And I give them credit where it's due, where it was that's a very smart move, where they pretty much became the governor, the global governor, and our rating is our rating.
Yeah.
But in doing so, they brainwashed many people into looking only for the number. It's kind of like these YouTube videos that are all over the internet. Like when I'm, like for gaming, for example, like tier lists of like the best hero or champion in some game, and people just want like just tell me what's on the top of the tier.
Right.
I don't care about. Just tell me what's S tier. I don't care about A or B. Just whatever's S. That's the only thing I'm going to play. And that bothers me now as like a former gamer for my whole life, and still am, where the problem is all the old games that I enjoy playing, and they're all like online, competitive, right?
Yeah.
Very social online. A developer said it really well. He said, if given the chance, players will optimize the fun out of the game. And tier lists is kind of like the result
that analogy. Yes.
of it. Yeah. So I feel like people are no longer, I don't know, but I'm assuming that there's people who are so obsessed with the grading from some company that just arbitrarily set the standard and everyone believes it, that people are forgetting like the actual interest of the card itself, like the love and hobby of just the card itself. And now it's like, no, it has to be a PSA 10, right? Because I have to only play the top champions of the current meta, the S tiers. And I don't care about fun. I just want to.
I love it.
That's my little rant on that. That's
perfect.
My comparison.
You know what we say in the hobby? Buy the card, not the grade.
I like that. I stand by that too.
There you go.
I stand by that too.
We got one.
As a newcomer to this world, I stand by it.
I love it. All right, that was fun. I enjoyed it more than I expected.
That was fun.
But all right, let's finish off with our last segment for today's episode.
Okay.
And we're calling it Guess the Value. All right, so we usually have a pick one segment with during our regular episodes, but this is where each of the co-hosts, we come up with two cards and then we determine which one we would rather have. But I didn't want you to do that because you would have to prep and you're not a huge sports card guy right now. So what I'm going to do for this segment instead, with this Guess the Value, is I'm going to give you 5 cards, okay?
Yep.
And each of these cards are worth, in some order, $10, $100, $10,000, $100,000, and $1 million. Okay? So I'm going to show you what the cards are, and you got to tell me which card you think is worth the $10 all the way up to the $1 million card.
Okay.
And you tell me afterwards, once you match them up, when you think you're done, why, or while you're doing it, you tell me like, I think this is $10 card because it's this. And to make things a little bit easier or more streamlined, each card is of Shohei Ohtani. I don't know if you heard of Shohei Ohtani. Not a baseball guy. He's the guy in baseball. He's an elite pitcher and elite batter. You never see that. And he single-handedly beat our Toronto Blue Jays in the World Series.
Oh, him. Okay, yeah.
Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
And we talk about him a lot because his cards are, his rare cards, like his rookie autographs, are very, very expensive for that reason. So, all right, I'm going to give you, show you the 5 cards, okay? Let's go with this first card. You can see these cards after. I'll show you all of them at the same time. This is a 2018 Topps Chrome rookie autograph, orange refractor. Remember, we're talking about refractors or parallels. Numbered to 25. On-card auto, PSA 10. All right? So that's one card.
Mm-hmm. Can you remember what Topps
Chrome?
Yeah.
It's just a brand of that. It's this Topps Chrome set. Right? So there's different sets that are available. And you'll see what I mean. So this one is 2024 Topps 50/50 Shohei Ohtani Dynasty Black. It's a 1 of 1. It's an on-card auto. So it's a 1 of 1 on-card, and it has this MLB logo patch on the card embedded. Okay? So that's the second card. Third one. This is the Panini Immaculate. Right? Also has a patch. This is part of his uniform. On-card auto. See, it's not a sticker. It's signed it right on. Mm-hmm. I believe this number to 25, it says. Okay? And you can see it's not slabbed, it's raw. Okay, now that you know all these terms, right? Okay. Fourth card. This card is the Topps Chrome. Again, Topps Chrome. 2024 Shohei Ohtani blue refractor. So this is blue. This one's numbered to 199. So this is weird because it's usually numbered to 150, but for some reason this blue refractor is numbered to 199. But it's the holiday version, and you can see the Christmas wreath. And this is Snowflake. So it's a Christmas design, but it's a holiday version of this card. And the last one I want to show you.
This is a raw one too, right?
It's a raw, yes. And the last one is this 2025. This one's a Topps update. Mystical. You can see the Mystical. Raw card. And it has a bit of a shine to it, but it's not numbered. Okay? And it's raw. All right. So out of the 5 I showed you,
can I see them like all at once?
Let me do that for you.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Okay, so the price grades were starting at what, 100? Just start at 100.
Starting with $10. Okay?
Start at 10.
Yes.
So it's 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000.
10, 100, 10,000.
So we're going straight to 10,000,
100,000, and then a million. Yes, that's the order.
I'm gonna be honest. All the cards, you're saying all the cards you showed me. It goes from the scale of $10 to $1 million.
Yes.
They all looked kind of similar.
But there are reasons why certain cards are worth more than others.
Scarcity, rarity. I'm assuming
so
the big
remember that
one.
Scarcity, rarity, sometimes grade.
Condition, yeah. Rolls eyes. PSA. Yeah.
Yes.
Do raw cards typically do people, is it worth less usually because it doesn't have the stamp of approval from the grading overlords?
Usually it does, yeah.
Okay. I think I have an idea. So usually the grading, the rarity. I mean, the 101s are probably going to be worth a lot. I'm assuming the old school ones, like the rookie ones. I think you mentioned that too.
Yeah, the rookie ones would typically have more value, but, depends.
Is it because, are the rookie ones because they were made a lot older? Or they're new rookie? There's no new rookie cards, right?
Rookie card's always usually the first year card of that player. So whenever they play, but that's a great question. Rookie cards usually always have a certain premium because it is this rookie card, but there are always newer cards that are more rare, one of one that could be worth more. So here are the 5 cards all in one screen here. So again, this is 2025, I believe. And Shohei Ohtani, he played for 2 teams only, the LA Angels. You'll see them in these 2 cards, the Panini Immaculate and the Topps Chrome rookie. This is his rookie. And then the 3 cards, the Mystical Raw, Topps Update. This is the Topps Chrome Holiday version, 2025, I believe, as well. And this is a 2024 when he's on the Dodgers, the Topps Dynasty Black. 1 of 1. This is a 1 of 1, though, just keep in mind. But it's not his rookie. And then
so there's only one in the world.
Yeah. And it has a patch and his rookie on there.
There's a
MLB logo man patch right there, and his on-card autograph right below.
On-card?
Yeah.
So he signed it?
Yeah. I think this one's an on-card. The 3 autograph cards that you see are all on-card, so none of them are sticker. So you want to start from the bottom. Which one do you think is $10?
Tell me about this card again.
That's the Panini Immaculate.
Panini Immaculate.
So it's a different brand. Okay. And I'm going to tell you it's unlicensed. Okay. That's a clue as well.
What does that mean?
So Panini Immaculate never had the license with MLB. So if you look closely, you'll never see a logo. Whereas you can see the logo of the Dodgers. You can see the Angels here. But if it's unlicensed, they don't have permission to use the logo. So it looks like just a generic red uniform. But you do have a patch of their actual uniform, although you can't tell.
That's a real patch?
That's a real patch.
Of his real uniform?
Yeah. And it's on card. Yeah. And I think the year was... So it's earlier because he's in his Angels uniform, or it looks like he's in his... The red implies that he's in his Angels uniform. It is 2018, so it's his rookie year as well.
That's rookie year?
Yeah.
You're not making this easy for me. Okay, what's the pop on this card?
The pop, this is numbered to 25.
So there's 25 of these?
Printed, yeah. Not graded, but 25 total printed.
Okay.
This is also 25, the orange refractor. But it is a PSA 10. So you got 3 raw and 4 raw, actually. The only one graded is this orange refractor Topps Chrome rookie autograph card.
This one's graded, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. You're right. It's just to the side. So that is graded. And what is that? PSA 9. And the autograph is graded.
Okay, so there's a $10 card in here.
There is a $10 card.
Mystical. I don't know what Mystical is about. Mm-hmm. This is some holiday special. What's the pop on these ones? How do I know?
The pop on the holiday one is because it's blue. It's $199, and I think this is just a base version, so I don't know the pop on it. But it's not numbered, so it's not as limited.
I'm gonna say this one's a $10 card.
Okay, I'll tell you at the end. Yep.
That's a $10 card.
The Mystical he's pointing to. You're locking that in for $10. Yep.
Okay.
Now we're on to the $100 card. Okay, you're going for the holiday version, numbered to $199, raw.
And then next is 1,000.
Next one is, we jump to 10,000 here now.
You got a 10,000.
So the remaining 10,000, 100,000, and 1 million. You can go in any order. You can say what the $1 million card if you have a better idea of what that is, or again, numbered to 25, numbered to 25. Both rookies years. The Panini Immaculate and Topps Chrome are the rookie years. This one's not the rookie, but it is a 1 of 1 and has a patch auto. The Topps Dynasty Black.
Is that the $1 million card?
There's a 1 of 1.
Yeah, I mean this one looks good because it's 1 of 1. I mean it's PSA 9. No, it has to be. Hold on. It can't be this one.
The Panini Immaculate. What do you think?
It can't be that one, right?
10,000.
That can't be the $1 million card.
Oh, you're going for the million? Yeah, you tell me.
That can't be the $1 million card.
Okay.
I mean, it can.
So
this is really difficult. From my POV, this is. So I said this was 10. I said this was 100.
Yeah.
I could be so wrong. This could be 100. Let me change my here. This is 10. Mm-hmm. Mystical's 10. The Panini.
But these are autographed too, right? 3 of these are non-autographed. So you have to keep that in mind as well.
There's too many forces at play.
Too many variables.
Okay. Let's go stick with my original bet. 10, 100.
Yep. Mystical 10. The Blue Refractor Holiday 100. Yep.
Okay. I got this.
Okay.
This is quite obvious, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. So, 10,000 is this one.
Okay.
Which one?
The Panini Immaculate. Yes.
Here is
the unlicensed.
Okay. That's the 10,000. Next jump is 100,000.
Yep.
And then 1 million.
Yes. So the remaining one is either the orange refracted number 25 rookie autograph PSA 10, or you got the PSA 9 Topps Dynasty Black patch auto card.
This has to be the one with 100K. That's the $1 million card.
Lock it in?
Yep.
He said the 100K was the Topps Dynasty Black 1 of 1, his non-rookie year. And the 1 million you said was the orange refractor rookie autograph Topps Chrome. Wow, you're so close. You are
really
well done, though. I'm really impressed. I'll tell you which one you got right. The listeners already know which one you got wrong, but the $10 one is indeed the Mystical, non-numbered, raw. You got that right. That was easy.
Okay.
The $100 card was
because the Mystical one's just common. There's a lot of them out there.
Common insert. Yeah, and I don't know what Mystical is either. It's kind of a weird card. $100 is the Blue Refractor, $199 holiday version. Holiday versions are devalued. There's an actual regular version without the holiday wreath and snowflakes.
Okay.
It's just like a gimmick that you get during Christmas time. You can buy a Christmas box set. Yeah.
Not rare.
It's still numbered to $199, but no one likes it.
There's no value to it inherently.
As much. Yes. It's still $100 though, you know?
Okay.
Because he's Ohtani.
Yep.
He's Ohtani.
Okay.
$10,000 card, you said it was the Panini Immaculate, number 25 patch auto.
Mm-hmm.
Bang on. The fact that it's unlicensed makes it lose its value.
I was thinking
still worth $10,000. If this was licensed, that might jump to $100,000 easily.
Wow.
So, and then the remaining ones is where you got it wrong. This orange refractor number 25, his rookie autograph PSA 10 is $100,000. Sold recently for $100,000.
This one's the $1 million card.
The $1 million card. I know it's not it's a non-rookie card, so that kind of threw you off. It is also a PSA 9.
That threw me off. I was a slave to the PSA grade.
That got you, yeah. But
see what it does already? Okay.
You know what? You're not the only one. Even veteran collectors will get that wrong. Because it is a 1-of-1, the grading shouldn't matter as much because you have nothing else to compare it to. There's only one.
That makes sense. I didn't think about that, yeah.
And the patch auto came from one of his iconic games. I think during his 50-50 season, yes. So remember, I'll not remember, but last year, not this past year, but the year before, he became one of the first players to hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases. So it was a magical season. And from that year, they got the patch of one of his uniform, put it in the card. He signed it, and it was a chase for this set. So 1-of-1, Top Dynasty Black, 2024. It came out. That's
$1 million.
Sold for over $1 million. 1.067, I believe. Pleasantly surprised how well you did, though.
I thought you were going to tell me I was completely off.
I'm glad you got the $10 one right. That would have been hilarious if you thought this is the $1 million card, the mystical.
Guys, it's mystical. It's shiny.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Bang
That's
on.
not bad.
Good
not
for
bad.
you, man. All right.
That was fun.
That was fun. I thought we could end off with just asking you if you had any questions about the hobby, anything you learned, anything that kind of piques your interest at all. I'd be happy to answer.
I think I asked most of them as they came up.
Yeah.
I guess the one burning question, I don't know if you can answer or not, but it just seemed like, from my point of view, it just seemed like this whole, especially the Pokemon card scene, just came out of nowhere like a wave. And like I'm seeing it on my feed, on YouTube and stuff, and it just came out of nowhere. Like, how did this? Has it always been like this big, or was there just like a really big revival in since maybe COVID times?
Yeah. For Pokemon in particular, I think most people would say 2025 just saw a resurgence for whatever reason.
But did it go from like a very small, just like a small community to like just global expansion, like just in that short period of time?
I mean, Pokemon IP is, I think, arguably number one in the world. Everyone knows what Pokemon is, right? Yeah. So the popularity has always been there, but in terms of the card values itself, I think it was, it just grew this past year.
So you're saying only the value of the cards? I'm sure there's been a huge surge in like social media content and all that, because I didn't hear anything about Pokemon since I was young.
Yes.
Until like around COVID time.
Yeah, I'm sure it began in COVID time for sure, but in terms of like the sheer growth and explosion of the value of Pokemon cards, I would say 2025 was a banner year.
So how did that happen? How did the Pokemon cards go from?
You know what? That's the $1 million question. It's
how?
So even now, like sports card, the peak and the growth and explosion, we saw during COVID. So there was like a 1 or 2 year lag with Pokemon cards. And now that we're wrapping up 2025, and this is going to air in the January 2026, but we're recording this in December 2025, you're already seeing the values kind of start to come back down for Pokemon cards. But there's speculation that next year in 2026 is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So that might bump it up again in terms of the marketing that Pokemon Company will do to promote the 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
But even now, I don't know. You say you're into TCG, but I don't know if you're into manga. One Piece. I don't know anything about One Piece, but have you heard of One Piece?
I've heard, yeah.
So One Piece cards are going off right now. Really? For whatever reason. So now it seems One Piece is carrying that mantle.
Yeah.
From Pokemon card collectors.
Really, One Piece.
Yeah. So everything comes in waves. I heard about
that, yeah.
Yeah, everything ebbs and flows. Who knows what 2026 will bring.
Yeah.
Sports cards went through a boom in 2021, 2022. That was the COVID year. And it definitely made a sharp correction. But even in 2025, cards in general have started seeing an uptick. So even sports cards, which kind of went peak, down a little bit, and now you're seeing a steady climb. I think if Pokemon cards are similar to how sports cards reacted, it'll see a kind of a correction because it just went off too high where prices didn't make sense anymore. So we're all assuming that it's going to come down a little bit, but then it'll level off and then maybe climb again over the next couple of years.
Wow.
That's what we're
I'm so fascinated with like the economy and the market with these types of things, because like I also track like in my video games, right? Like in World of Warcraft, there's a huge economy. There's an auction house. Players are buying and selling constantly.
Yes,
and it's always really cool to see like just how the economy like ebbs and flows, and like all of a sudden like certain things explode out of nowhere for like no apparent reason, and then they kind of die down and fizzle out.
Yeah.
You know, and I also do a lot of cryptocurrency trading, as you know, and so like that's no stranger to that.
Volatility is part of it, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
And a lot of people speculate too, like with crypto, when that goes up, all these cartels also go up. There seems to be
related
correlation. Yeah.
You know, I'm not surprised because crypto, like NFTs as well. Like with the big NFT boom.
Yeah.
That was insanity. So. All these worlds, I see how they're like kind of interlinked a bit. I mean, and I see why rich people pour tons of money. Because if you're super rich, especially in like today's age, it's like your problem isn't like, you know, making more money. Your problem is like, how do I keep my money? And so like diversifying into things like fine art or NFTs, collectibles, that's such a great idea because you have just an abundance of cash and you just want to put it in something because just by holding it, you're probably going to lose it. Over time. So that makes so much sense. And I'm glad that like we have that like these communities that are really into collectibles or like even digital collectibles like NFTs or whatever, cryptocurrencies, in-game items. It's just nice to see that we have such a diverse range of like assets, right? And these assets are what are they called? They're like uncorrelated assets to things that are tied to like the economy. So if our economy tanks, these won't necessarily tank. They probably go up, kind of like gold, right?
Yeah, I mean, we saw that in COVID. Why did car prices start to skyrocket when, you know, people were nervous about the economy during COVID, right? Yeah. But I love what you said about the, you know, with collectibles. There's communities around collecting and collectibles in itself, and I think that's what kind of stabilizes things. Ultimately, you know, like those community, as long as you have those communities, there'll be some kind of value for these collectibles. And that's why when people say like, why don't you just invest your money in stocks? Even rich people get bored of investing just in stocks like Microsoft or, you know, like Facebook, which, you know, I also have stocks as well, but it's definitely not as fun as collecting cards or collectibles. And,
no, it's fun. Yeah.
And being able to talk about it week after week on my podcast. I'm not going to do a weekly podcast on what stocks I'm investing in. I think I would get bored of that personally very quickly. Whereas collectibles, man, the community, the people you meet because of the things you collect together and the things you have in common and the people we meet in person at shows, it's rewarding in itself.
Oh, definitely. The community, you have to tend to the communities. Very important.
Yeah, well said. I think that's a great way to end this episode, but I had a lot of fun, Dan. I hope you did too.
Thanks, Clark. That was fun. And I learned a lot today.
That's amazing.
I learned a lot.
I'm sure you won't be the only one that benefits from it. Hopefully you're not the only one that benefits.
I hope not. If this helped anyone out there, I'm glad. I tried my best. And, you know, coming from like an ex-collectible, collectible guy, it's kind of nice to be back into it and see how it's changed over the decades. So it's really interesting.
I might have want to convert here, guys. Maybe Dan will get into collecting something after this episode. We'll see.
You know, I'm on a mission now. We need to fix this PSA problem. They have too much power, too much control.
You know what? I'll introduce you to my co-host Will, who is absolutely against grading in general. So maybe you guys can be a power team to change the industry in that way. You know
what? We have the technology now. We have AI, we have computers, we have technology. We're going to come out with our own PSA where there's no human intervention. It's graded by
zero. Okay, that's new.
Like AI scanning that scans your cards, and it's open source, so there's no, you can't mess with it.
That's new. That's different.
It's going to be also decentralized too. It's going to be a way better system. Don't put trust in faulty, greedy men. Put it in a reliable source of code that doesn't lie to you.
There's the rant to end the episode. Well, you know what? Next, we'll have you back on because there's a company called Tag that uses AI. But the decentralized
is my idea.
Decentralized is something new. You might want to work on that. But
because I'm a crypto guy, blockchain guy, so I like to integrate.
You know what? That might be the next big thing in the hobby.
Decentralized.
You might come with the idea that fixes the grading problem.
Yep.
So I love it.
I'm on it.
All right.
Thanks,
Dan.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
And we thank all our loyal listeners, of course. And we'll have a brand new episode for you guys next week. Talk to you then. Bye. Hey, thanks for listening to Cards to the Moon. We'd really appreciate you subscribing to our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can also connect with each of us on Instagram at 5cardguys, or you can follow Hyung at Integrity Sports Cards, or John at TradeU at Recess. You can also check us out at 5cardguys.com. Thanks again, and hope to connect soon.